Hello, you guys. This is Miss Gail here again, Georgia Peachnut. How you doing? Up here on the deck. Got a little bit of a problem. Been busy all day running back and forth. Call myself sowing my seeds. Well, not sowing my seeds. Taking my seedlings that I sowed, germinated by way of paper towel method, and putting them in some soil to go to phase 2, which phase 2 would be to get them up to the point where they're strong enough to go into phase 3, which would be their permanent home. Well, I put the seedlings inside the soil, but I realized late last night I put them in wrong. I put them in wrong, y'all. Let's see if you can make heads or tail of this one. This is how they look. These are the sweet peas. This is the root right here. The thick part, that's the root. Let me make sure. No, that's not the root. That's the leaf. This is the root. And I had both of them in there. So I really need to put this towards the top and the root coming out the bottom. So I'm going to put the ones that I've had put in the pot in individual cups, in 3 individual cups, and then I'm going to take some fresh seeds and put them in here. Just going to go on and put them in here, just let them germinate in here outside, and we'll see how it works out. You always can improvise. So I'm going to bring you guys down so that you can see what I'm doing. Yeah, through the phone if I'm doing something wrong. Because sometimes, you know, I be going so fast that I just do things without thinking. Or I think I'm thinking. So I have you right here at the level of where these pots are. This is just a little screwer that you get in the grocery store. They come in, I guess about a 15-20 pack. They're really handy when the time comes to gardening. So I'm going to first of all just fluff this up just a little bit inside this cup. Hopefully y'all can see it. It's not looking too dark. And I'm going to see how many I can fit in here. I'm not worried too much about them growing close together. The most important thing is that they come up. So this is actually the stem. It doesn't go in the soil like I had. I had the whole thing down in there. It doesn't go like that. This is the root, the thin part. That's the root. So that goes down in there like that. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to let that go just a little bit deeper. And while I'm doing this, let me welcome everyone in, my new and returning subscribers. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And, you know, we learn in gardening, you know, the ins and outs, and we have our trials and error. None of us are without that, especially me. So I see right now this is going to be kind of, I really want it with just this much is peeking up. So let me see if I can take it down lower. I'm going to use the back end of this, make a big deep hole, which is going to make it go almost to the bottom. And drop it in. Try not to break anything. I'm talking to myself now. You don't want to break anything. Okay, I think that's down good. And I'll add some more soil to this to bring the level up. But I can see some green on the tip, which lets me know that it's ready to open up. So you should have, where this little green right here is. Y'all see that? Peeking up. So I'm going to put another one in, kind of close to it, because they're not going to be in here long. They grow real fast, real fast. But I have to make sure the hole is deep enough because it has a long root. Long root. And these are your sweet snap peas. And I think that they're resilient enough to withstand my error. I do believe they are. I hope so. I hope they're forgiving. You don't want to tear that top off because that's where your leaf is. You want to be careful. I hope I didn't break it now. Y'all know I'm heavy-handed. Help me. Pray. Because I am very heavy-handed. Okay, here's another one. The skinny part is the root. And I thought this was the root, but this is actually where the leaf is coming from. So, we're going to open this up. I think I can get about 5 in here. I may just go for 3. I think I have enough cups to just go for 3. And you hold it by the top, but don't hold it tight. And just kind of pack lightly around it. And I have over here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that means I would have to put 4 in each one. So we're going to go with this one. The root's looking fine. Now this, just in case it happens to you, this green part lets you know that's where the leaf is. I should have been telling myself that last night. But it was nighttime. I was out here nighttime gardening. I don't know if anybody's purchased any beds from Amazon lately. There's a recall on thousands of beds that people purchase. I can't speak on what kind of beds. I have to look it up, but if you can look it up, look it up. Latte milk. I used to drink latte milk. It's on recall. A certain number, it's a certain number that is on recall. Not all of it's on recall, but I'm just going to say if you have any doubt, just throw it out and stay away from it until this is over. Lactate milk. Lactaid. Lactate milk is on recall, you guys. So we're going to put that one over there. And we're going to start right here with a new one. Going all the way to the bottom. All the way to the bottom. That's why these little cups are so handy to keep. That your plants come in. I keep them until they tear up. And here we go. I wish y'all could see. I'm just holding at the top and pushing around on the sides. Pushing around on the sides. And I'm letting the green part peek through. So another one. They were ready to pop up. They really were. And I guess I could bring you around this way. Maybe you can see better. Just holding the top. Make a hole, like a little line, and go open that up so it won't have any problem going down into that hole. You can help guide it with this little screwer. And then make sure it gets the soil contact. Most importantly. So that goes that one. And this one had not completely come out, which is good. So I'm just going to make sure I stick the bottom part in. Just make sure it's big enough for it to go in. Ooh, it's got a big bottom. Stick it down in there. Hold on to whatever part of the green you have. This one's going to be covered mostly up because it had not progressed as well as the other one. And then one more. Put this one right here. So it's like going 1, 2, 3, 4. Go all the way to the bottom. Open it up. Make sure the hole is big enough. And in this case, I don't have a tap root. I don't know if it broke off or what. But I'm still going to put it in here. Maybe the tap root hadn't come. Maybe the root hasn't come out yet. So I'm just going to stick it in right there. Close it up around it. And we're going to hope for the best. And guess what? If it doesn't come up, we're not going to fret. We tried. You know, we don't always win. It would be nice, but no, that's not reality. So this is the last cut. This one has a very faint root, very puny looking root, very puny looking root. So I'm just going to stick it right here and hope for the best. And that's all you can do. Just pour the soil around it and we'll see what happens. This one has a root, so the root evidently come out the bottom when this gets taller. That's how it grows, evidently. So we're going to open up the hole right here, stick it root down, close it in, and I'm going to leave a little bit of green showing because it's ready to peek its little head up through the cup. And this is the last one. And this is how you handle that kind of a situation. Now, if you ever want to know how your plants grow from seed, they have time lapse on most plants. You just get on your Google or television, if you can speak into it, and say, show me the time lapse growth of sweet peas. And it'll show you what grows first and the process of the growth of that particular plant or vegetable. Okay, so now it's a done deal. All I'm going to do is pop this up. Uh-oh, it's spraying and I haven't turned it on. I'm spraying my, oh, don't spray my phone because it'll cut off. Don't do that. And you just spray here. And if it comes up leggy, I have enough room in here where it's all you have to do is add some soil around it. You want to get it saturated. Oh, this is another one that got left out. I'll just stick it down in here. And it's going to sit right over here on that little greenhouse. It won't be in the sun. As you can see, I have a shade cloth over it. And, okay. I'm going to take, oh, I have two. How about that? I'm going to take these and stick them in the center. Like in the center of this one. If y'all can see that. Just going to make a hole. And hole big enough. So there's 5 in this one. There'll be 5 in this one. And we'll check back in about 4 to 5 days. I'll let you know how it's doing. Oh, that root doesn't want to go down in there. What's up with it? Come on now. I don't have time to play. I got to go down to the lower garden today. I hadn't watered. Got to go to the lower garden. Okay, y'all. This one, take your time when you're doing this. You don't want to mess up. So the root is not trying to go down in here. I need that root to go straight down, because this is where food's gonna come from. So there it is. Go down. There you go, boo. There you go. There you go. That's a good little root. And you just go right there. We're gonna cover you up. Now, that's a good baby. There you go. Okay, so that one has 5 in it, and I think I'll do this one. We don't want to leave nobody out. This is an equal opportunity situation. Yes. So we're going to put you in. I'm just going to drop you. I don't want to drop you that far down, though. Nope, don't want to drop you that far down. Drop you right about here. You don't want it so far down that it don't come up until next year. Okay, there you go. So we've taken care of our problem. Problem solved, and we're going to ensure that sweet peas, we're going to put a little sign in to ensure that it is okay. We're going to go on ahead and do a little succession sowing by dropping that's what happens when you do this with wet gloves on. Let me take them off. Ew. By dropping some seeds in here. Let me see if you need to come up just a little bit. And this way you get insurance. You get insurance. So I'm going to use all of these seeds because these are seeds that was for 2020. Is it 23? Oh, this is 2023. I'm going to go ahead and use these up. What I'm going to do is kind of just lay these around. Let me see if I can let you see what I'm doing. I'm just going to lay them around. I don't know if y'all can see that. Show you a little trick. I just need them to germinate. So I'm kind of sitting them around, and I'm going to do just a little press. Nothing fancy, just a little press, because this is wet. The soil is wet. So I wet the soil, and I'm just kind of pressing them in. I think you guys know what I'm getting ready to do. This is kind of like the same principle. So they're all sitting in here like that. Now we're going to take the peat moss, and what's in here is peat moss, not peat moss, seed starter mix. It's got regular potting soil on the bottom, and then about that much seed starter mix on top. The same thing with these. So when the root goes down, it goes through the seed starter mix and it hits the potting soil that has all of your nutrients in it, your NPK and all that good stuff, fertilizer and what have you. Now we're gonna lightly put this over the top. This is dry, and I'm putting it up about that much. That's all it needs. And it's gonna look like that. Then we are going to spray that in. So it's making the seed to soil contact. I'm not putting heavy water on it because it really won't go through. It's going to sit exactly where I put it. But I'm going to get this good and saturated, and it's going to sit out here, and it should start emerging in about 5 days. Making sure it gets good and wet. Because this seed starter mix is very dry. Oops. Okay. And there you have it. So all of this right here is the sweet peas. And they're going to sit over there. Okay. Now, one more thing that we have to do. You were with me when I did the replanted the green beans. Green beans are right here. Take you back so you can see it. These are the green beans. Let me put my power pack down so I can find it. And take you down just a little bit lower. So you can see the green beans. I think you're seeing them. Yeah. Well, I covered them up. And they did good until I uncovered them. And you know I got birds. So the birds came and got what they could. They don't usually mess with these plants. But if it's something smaller than that, they will come and take advantage of. And that's what happened. I took the cover off for a moment, and they zoomed in and plucked the seeds out. So we're going to go and put some more back in and cover this bad boy up so that they don't come and eat these, and I don't have to get upset. So all we're going to do is just randomly place these down. I'm just going to push them in. Let them sit up for a minute so I can see where they are. Let me just go on ahead and place them around. I say I can't have nothing. But this is what you do. When that happens, keep it moving. So I'm planting a lot of them in here. And all I'm doing is just taking them, no rhyme or reason, and just sticking them down around the perimeter. And I am condensed planting. These are coming up, so they are bare first. And these will be right behind them. One thing about beans, they are forgiving when it comes to condensed planting. I think they like it. Okay, so I got them where I can see them. I'm going to go around and push them in. Starting with that one, just pushing it down, covering it up. Push down, cover up. That's all you do. Just find a little soil, put the soil over it, and they should be up shortly as well. Now it's hot, so I'm going to probably have to put a shade cloth out here tonight over it, because the heat will affect their ability to germinate. So you may want to put them in an area where they won't have direct sun on them while it's in the 90s. Our weather's going to be is in the 90s. Not it's going to be, but it is in the 90s. So, okay, we're done. Just that quick. Didn't take long. We are done. And I will give this some water. Okay, so we've done a good thing. We've done a good thing. We have replanted some beans. We have put the, we direct sowed some sweet peas and got the other sweet peas back on track because they were off track. And that's a good thing. So thank you for being with me. I appreciate you. Let's see here. I want to show you my friend that came over. I gave her an eggplant. Hold on. So let's see here. If I can find what I'm looking for. Yeah, here it is. So I gave her an eggplant. Now the problem I'm having with my eggplants is a good problem. Y'all just hang out here with me for a minute. And that is when the eggplant gets tall, it wants to flop over. You know? So let's see how many minutes I got y'all on here. I can't see. Okay. I'm gonna do this real quick. There's several ways you can resolve that issue. Here's a pole. You have the situation where your eggplants have gotten tall. When they get heavy, they will lean over like this. You do not want this to break. And I think I have two that are doing that. So, what you want to do, you can take these little clamps like this. Or you can take some jute and tie it to the pole. Or however you want to do it. But you do need to get it to the point. Or you can take these twist ties. But this is a heavy plant when it's growing. So I'm going to just take this and use this right here to grab it. Now, this is not coming up like I wanted. Let me see if I can get the pole closer because it was holding another plant. Uh-oh. You don't want to act right. Let's see if I can get this on. Let's see. Okay, there you go. So you just put this in and let that grab that like that and it'll hold it. So I have more than one. I don't know where the other one is. But I have another one growing out here somewhere. So my eggplants are doing fine. It needed a larger container. Here it is. The other one is, that's why that's so heavy. It's two up under here. It's two. There's one right there. I don't know if y'all can see that one. So it's two right here. So I harvested that one and gave it to her. And so now this one by next week would be ready to be eaten. So thank you guys for coming along with me, for helping me to take care of the situation with my blooper. I did have a blooper. Take this out. Y'all kind of been with me all day, and I know you say I am so sick and tired of that tripod. Me too. But you work with what you have. But also, this is going to be next. This is the Kajari melon. We planted this together. Let's see if we're going to get some melons, you guys. How about that? I'm just showing you possibilities, that's all. Y'all were with me when I planted that. And we planted these cucumbers together, but I had 3 in here. See what I'm saying about the birds? They don't come along and pluck one of my cucumbers out yesterday, between yesterday and today, because there were 3 in there. So I'm gonna have to hide this. I'm gonna hide it. Can't have nothing. They eat my cucumbers. I know it's them. Ain't nobody else up here. Man, okay, you guys, take care. Love you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget algorithm. You know what I'm saying. Pays attention to what you guys are saying about us. So make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys in the garden. Probably not tomorrow, but on Monday. Love you. Bye-bye.